Welcome to the Awakened Warrior. Warriors Unite! This is a show where I talk about current news stories and give my spiritual and psychological take on it, all for the purpose of awakening, educating, enlightening, and empowering the collective. Welcome, everybody. I'm Blaire, the love guru, spiritual teacher, intuitive heart healer, psychic, medium, dating and relationship expert, marriage and family therapist, animal communicator, horse healer, and proud awakened warrior. The neighbors' dogs are barking nonstop. I think that they really liked the warrior call. And hopefully now I'll have to talk quieter so that they settle down. So as you can see, I'm filming The Awakened Warrior, which is something I have not filmed since 2012. So I'm a little bit nervous in filming it. And I'm in a new location. I want to thank Michael for allowing me to use his backyard to film the show. And since I am filming outside, there's going to be noise interference here and there. So just a little FYI, a little heads up. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited and also a little bit nervous about sharing this, doing this show today, because what you are witnessing is someone's dream coming true, and that is mine. And I'm going to talk about that as part of the agenda. Basically, on this show is it's the purpose of this show is to support light workers, indigos, star seeds in stepping into your power. And it's a very important time in this world for us to do our thing. The reason why we are here on Earth is for now, what's going on in this world right now. And one of my missions is to guide, help, heal, teach, and lead indigos in preparing for and doing their mission. Another one of my missions is to bring higher consciousness to programming found on TV. So as you see, by me doing this show, I am fulfilling two of my missions, and you don't need many missions. I just happen to have several. I happen to have, I think it's like 3 that I'm consciously aware of. One second here. I'm choking on something in the backyard. I think it might be those plants. So we're just gonna go with it. But today, one of the things so this show is we're gonna talk about current news stories. I'm gonna give like I shared, my spiritual and psychological take on it. I'm also gonna give you tools and techniques to use so that you can be in your power and step forward in this world right now, because I have found that a lot of light workers are feeling still too anxious and afraid to step into your power and to not comply, as well as to do certain things that you're being guided to do to step out and do your mission in the world. So that is my intention of what I'm going to be sharing in these broadcasts too. So we're going to be talking about news stories. You're also going to get heart healings, which is my special form of healing. So when you hear me speak, when you're in my energy field, and you are in my energy field right now, even though we're not here together with one another, when I write, all of those things brings through healing energy for you. And what is healing? The type of healing that I do is that it shifts your mindset, how you're thinking about things, how you're seeing things, and it's clearing stuck energy. Since I'm an emotional healer, I'm an intuitive heart healer, which is the title that Spirit had shared with me. My guides had shared with me many years ago about what my special gift is, because I used to hear a lot of people say that they're intuitive healers. And I knew that that title like somewhat fit me, but not really. And then my guides were saying, well, you're an intuitive heart healer, because I help clear people's emotions, their stuck emotions. And so that's also what you're getting during this broadcast. You're getting activations to move forward, and you're also getting action steps on what you can do in the world, in the physical realm, to bring your spirituality into practicality, okay? Too many spiritual people practice spirituality by being in la land, and also like maybe just pulling cards, crystals, getting some sort of fun, fluffy readings, and all those are fun, but at the end of the day, if you're not able to put that spirituality into work in this physical realm, which is what we're here to do. We're not here to escape into another realm and you know, just be hanging out there. You're here to put things into practice. So that is my specialty. It all is encompassed, comprised of heart healing. And that's how I get my clients very quick results in a very short amount of time. So I want to talk to you about what we're going to be going through today. I have several news stories, actually quite a lot more than I planned to, but the news stories just keep piling up today. And so I want to run through the agenda, and then always as it works, spirit channels through me, or I should say my higher self channels through, and then we go on these little tangents that sometimes don't seem related, but they're all related. And I'm just going to kind of take you through all of that. So today what we're going to talk about is how to make your dreams come true, but that's very kind of vague. We're going to go into more details and more specifically about your mission in the world and how that looks when it starts coming true. And so that's the first thing. And then we're going to talk about the masks mandate, the mandate to wear masks everywhere. And we're going to go through that. I'm going to talk about what I have been doing about not wearing a mask. And I'm going to talk about how you can successfully not wear a mask and successfully not comply with the agenda that's going on. I'm going to talk about how this is all tied into the New World Order agenda, and also what we can do to stop this, because it is very important that we stop this, that we do not comply early on, which is just getting more and more intense. But it's very important that it's easier for us to not comply now when things aren't as intense as they're going to get, because things are just going to get worse and worse. They have gotten worse. This is an agenda that's been going on for a long time, but this is like the grand finale to really lock us up and to control and to imprison humanity. And we're going to talk about that because I know that sounds like a little extreme and maybe fear-based, but it really isn't. And I'm going to talk to you about that. So I'm going to talk about I'm going to do some healing work specifically and just talk to you about the fears that you might have and the anxieties you might have about breaking the rules, not breaking the rules, wearing the mask, not wearing the mask, all stuff like that. And I'm going to give you action tools around that. I also have some other commentary about light workers, because a lot of things have been stirring with me about how leaders in our field, I should say, or old leaders, because there's a changing of the guards happening. I want to talk about that too. And then I'm going to go into, I want to talk about some news about airlines on how they're implementing the masks. I want to talk about the second wave of the virus that is coming very soon. I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about how hairdressers, like hair salons, are opening this upcoming week in New Jersey. I know we're super late. The state that I live in now, which is New Jersey, is so behind the times. Most of the businesses are still closed. It's really absolutely ridiculous. But I want to talk about that, about getting haircuts and all the sanitation that they're doing. I'm going to talk about some things, again, related to the sanitation. I'm going to talk about some things related to bleach. And then we're going to go as the final story. And I know this is quite an agenda, but it's, you know what? This time is so absolutely scary on some levels and just frightening and terrifying. And other times it's just so exciting. If you're an indigo, a fellow indigo like me, because again, this is when you're being activated into action. So, you know, who would have ever thought that my dreams would be coming true when humanity's going to hell in a handbasket? So like, we're going to talk about that. I have something here, like a piece of hair. Okay. And, you know, I took a shower for you guys. I put on some makeup for you guys. I did my hair for you guys, even though I haven't gotten a haircut in like many, many months, because it hasn't just been the 3 months that we've been on lockdown. Like, I don't go to the hairdresser on a regular basis because I don't like getting my hair cut. So, so the final story we're going to talk about is how this police department is in hot water for having gotten haircuts when we're supposed to be on lockdown, and how this prosecutor just like shut them down and is now like looking to prosecute them, like so we're going to talk about how there's like this energy in the world of like how everybody's like a fucking tattletale now. So that and a whole lot more we're talking about on today's episode. You ready? Let's do it.